ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ. Welcome to a-sabad-a-day. Our recitation is the 16th pauri or stanza of Rag Gujari Var Mahalla Panjwa, composition of the 5th Nanak. 2 sloks and a pauri. The recitation. Slok Mahalla Panjwa Kilavikh Sabhe Utaran Neet Neet Gun Gao Kot Kalisa Upjah Nanak Bisra Nao. Mahalla Panjwa ਨਾਨਕ ਸਤਿਗੁਰ ਭੇਟੀਐ ਪੂਰੀ ਹੋਵੇ ਜੁਗਤ ਹਸੰਦਿਆਂ ਖੇਲੰਦਿਆਂ ਪਹਿਨੰਦਿਆਂ ਖਾਵੰਦਿਆਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੋਵੇ ਮੁਕਤ. ਪੌੜੀ ਸੋ ਸਤਿਗੁਰ ਧੰਨ ਧੰਨ ਜਿਨ ਭਰਮ ਗੜ ਤੋੜਿਆ ਸੋ ਸਤਿਗੁਰ ਵਾਹੋ ਵਾਹੋ ਜਿਨ ਹਰਸਿਉ ਜੋੜਿਆ. ਨਾਮ ਨਿਧਾਨ ਅਖੁੱਟ ਗੁਰ ਦੇ ਦਾਰੂਓ ਮਹਾ ਰੋਗ ਬਿਕਰਾਲ ਤਿਨੈ ਵਿਦਾਰਿਓ. ਪਾਇਆ ਨਾਮ ਨਿਧਾਨ ਬਹੁਤ ਖਜ਼ਾਨਿਆਂ ਜਿੱਤਾ ਜਨਮ ਅਪਾਰ ਆਪ ਪਛਾਨਿਆ. ਮਹਿਮਾ ਕਹੀ ਨ ਜਾਏ ਗੁਰ ਸਮਰੱਥ ਦੇਵ ਗੁਰ ਪਾਰ ਬ੍ਰਹਮ ਪਰਮੇਸ਼ਰ ਅਪਰੰਪਰ ਅਲਖ ਅਭੇਵ. ਮਹਿਮਾ ਕਹੀ ਨ ਜਾਏ ਗੁਰ ਸਮਰੱਥ ਦੇਵ ਗੁਰ ਪਾਰ ਬ੍ਰਹਮ ਪਰਮੇਸ਼ਰ ਅਪਰੰਪਰ ਅਲਖ ਅਭੇਵ. This is a often quoted passage to indicate the kind of lifestyle that is expected in Sikhi, the Sikh way of life. And that is encapsulated in the second slok. And allow me to go there first, that one line that says, Asandhya, Khelandhya, Penandhya, Khavandhya, Viche, Hove, Mukat. So the idea that is being expressed here is that of a Jivan Mukt, to be dead while alive. Literally, that is what it means. But what does that actually imply for us? So the Guru in the second slok is saying that when you turn to the Satgur, the true enlightener, the true teacher, when you submit, then puri hove jukti. Jukt is method, prescription, formula, if you will, the way. So turning to the true enlightener assures you that you will be shown the right way and you will be given the complete tool set to accomplish your journey. And that journey, that way is to be a Jivan Mukt. What that means is the journey is within the hurly-burly of life, asandhya kelandhya, to be liberated amidst the laughter, asandhya, play, kelandhya, penandhya, to adorn yourself, and eating, all of the activities that we do in a life. So what the Guru is telling us is very radical as compared to the prevailing notions at the time. And even today, sometimes when people make a distinction between a spiritual journey and a worldly journey, the Guru is saying there is no distinction. That journey is to be had right here. So what that implies for us is that you are going to do this, you're going to walk through life with an awareness of your place in this cosmic order. How do you relate to the universe? That awareness. And for that, you submit yourself to the Guru. You come to the Satguru. And the Satguru will give you the Puri Jugat, the perfect method to get there. Otherwise, what happens is, in our lives, Kilavikh Sabhe Utaran, Neet Neet Gun Gao, Kot Kalesa Upajah, Nanak Bisare Now. This is the first salok, and it is describing our present condition. What is being said here is that what the Guru is going to tell you is to cultivate and practice virtue. Neet Gunagao. And with that, they remove the afflictions of your mind. Because otherwise, the one who lives without the formation of virtue and practice of virtue, Kotakalisa Upajay Nanaka Bisare, now the mind is afflicted endlessly. And Gurbani is very clear about what these virtues are. The very first virtue that you will find is a sense of contentment, a sense of acceptance of the way things are, not to offer resistance, because things will turn. So we have our present condition described, the Satgur as the conduit. By the way, the word Satgur appears in Gurbani in this form that I'm reading it with a vowel sign. It means through the Guru. Nanak Satgur Petiye. When you offer yourself up through the Guru, through that knowledge. And it also appears, the Guru, Gur, Satgur, with various vowel signs adds up to about 5,000 times. And it appears in Gurbani with all of these modified forms and stands for a principle, for a process, for a person, for a text. An enlightened source is what a Satgur is. And it can come to you in many forms. A lot of the times in Gurbani, it is used for the historical gurus, because the authors of these compositions were looking to their predecessors as their mentors and gurus. However, for us, our mentoring has to be done by Gurbani in the presence of Sangat. That becomes our Gur. The Gur is also our innate intelligence. We have it inside of us. And so it has to relate to and interact with knowledge around you. So it's a very interesting way that we exist. The outer structures match the inner structures. The outer cosmic processes also run within us. And now to the Pauri, the ascent. How do we get there? How does this all work? This is essentially a praise of that principle of knowledge, that conduit of knowledge, which connects us to the Har. Now, what does that connection mean? It means that the limitations of your ego consciousness are broken, are shattered, and your consciousness now expands. It becomes cosmic consciousness. It's an expansion of your perspective. It is how you see the world and how you become useful to humanity, because the ego is useless. It's just poison. Kilavikh, afflictions, They prick at us. Kilavikh Sabhe Utaran. Kilavikh, kil comes from nails. They're like nails. They're darts of poison. What are these darts of poison? They symbolize the various hardships that we feel, that we experience. You see? So we have to cultivate virtue, contentment, awareness of oneself in order, and that the Satguru does. So the Pauri essentially is glorifying the Satguru. So Satguru tan tan, jini paramagad todeya. If you recall in the previous passage, the ego was referred to as an illusion. It's an illusory center. It's an imaginary center within us, which is referred to here as a gad, a fortress. And it is like a fortress because it's built of conditioning. The wall of conditioning makes up the fortress of the ego. So all praise and glorification to that true teacher, so Sadguru Tan Tan, who destroys the illusory fortress of the ego. Hail to that awesome and wondrous Satguru, so Satguru Vaho Vaho, who connected me to my divinity, Jin Harsyo Jodya, divine consciousness. And this same Guru healed my spiritual affliction, Gurudeya Daruo, by giving me access to that inexhaustible treasure within, Naam Nidhan Akut. And not only that, but healed me of this frightening affliction called the ego, spiritual ignorance. And having discovered the Guru and this treasure, I discovered self-knowledge via Naam Nidhan. And with it, I discovered the treasure trove of virtue, Bahut Khajanya. When you experience a degree of self-realization, wisdom, it comes with its virtue. You become content. So you don't have to fight for it. You just have to realize what your place in this cosmic order is. Who are you? That is what the Guru is trying to teach us. And what happens then? What is the outcome? Jitta Janam Apar Aap Pachaniya. This is self-mastery. Having recognized your true and authentic nature, you now achieve mastery over yourself and over life. And therefore, the Guru's glory, who enabled this, not enough can be said. Mahima kahi na jaye to that glory, because the Guru is all-encompassing and the light of wisdom. The Guru, in conclusion, is indeed the mystery of the Guru cannot be solved, abhev. Gur par brahm paramesar aparampar alak apev. Because it is ultimately the transcendent. It is ultimately the supreme being. It is ultimately without boundary and form. The Gur is Ekankar itself. Because if you remember the Mool Mantra, one of the attributes described of Ekankar is Gur. It is the Gur. It is indeed both the enlightener, the process, the Jukti, and the enlightenment. All three rolled into one. So that Guru, not enough can be said, so hail unto that Guru. Vaheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji ki Fateh.